Secular opinion is not welcomed on our channels anymore because of the disgusting behavior and actions he took last night.
Yeah, that.
It is absolutely vile and disgusting and stalker and completely violating on your person to go and track down family members of someone you don't like over the internet just to try to find a way how to expose them. You sick fuck. You're not welcomed on my channel, and anyone who supports his actions, you're not welcomed on my channel either. I wouldn't want you to be on my channel if you think that's appropriate behavior to have over the internet. It's have someone's name completely slandered by family members because they were fucking paid off by a piece of shit called secular opinion, too. Do you guys have any decency, any humanity, any human thought? You think just because you don't like someone over the internet, you have to completely decimate them as a human being and completely emotionally and mentally abuse them? It's disgusting hearing that. I was absolutely disgusted because your little fucking dragoon friends did the same thing to me with my fucking family members. And it disgusted me to the very core, seeing the people who fucking abused me my whole life and got me and gave me fucking BPD and CPTSD and anxiety and depression and trust issues and anxiety issues. It really fucking affected me seeing those motherfuckers on the internet talking lies about me and you feeding into them. I know how Vaughn feels when it regards to that. You sick, manipulative fox. You slanderous piece of fucking trash. So, guess what you're gonna be punished with? That's right, fucking G-Man. I'm gonna punish you for you listening to him. How about that, motherfuckers?
All right. Well, don't worry. You are all welcomed here at the Humble Commode. How are you guys doing? Holy shit, 82 people coming in. And did you see G-Man was crying already this morning? He stayed up apparently all night because he's not mad to threaten Dragnot's wife or to put out a video because, that's what he's going to do when he's mad at you, because he's impotent and has no power. But I digress. Listen, folks, I want to stay on topic. I want to keep this short and to the point. A thing happened last night. I want to clear up the air because there's a lot of speculation. And, of course, G-Man's, like a good Christian, is out there lying. Now, listen, folks, anybody that's watched me for any amount of time knows that I don't get drugged down with this whole fucking Christian atheist thing. In fact, it's generally just G-Man and his little tard squad that does. And I see y'all. Thank you. Hey, Black Guy TV. Hey, Dragnot. Hey, I can't say hi to everybody. Theo Noncog, West Coast Islander, Comic Book Jedi. Hey, man, how you doing? You're just joining the party just in time because, look, folks, I'm going to keep it short and to the point. Let's start with a question. What does You Rev, G-Man, and Von Helton all have in common? And I do apologize for the traffic, folks, but it's nice that I got the front open. Is it that they have no friends or actual accomplishments in real life? Well, yes, that is something they share in common. Is it that they're neurotic lulz cows on the internet? Yes, but why? Why? What is the common thread between these people? Now, listen, I'm going to digress again for a second. I don't want to spend too much time sticking my tongue up Dragnot's ass, but I do want to give credit where credit is due. Now, folks, when you guys watch me, as an old school milker, I try to leave little nuggets for the next generation, and you'll always hear me talking about the long game, right? And if you want to be a painter, if you want to be a sculptor, if you want to be a musician, if you want to accomplish or get to the next level, you look to the next level above you, right? You study the masters. And I have to say, the way Dragnot is playing the phone call thing is excellent. I love it. That is secular opinion approved all day long. That's what we need more of. That is how you play the long game, folks. Because here's the thing. You can plan for all kinds of stuff, but you got to learn how to read the winds of fail. You have to learn that the lulls is like an oopsie ball. You never really control where it's going. You can just nudge it a little bit, right? But some of the best things, and you'll hear from some of the best milkers, are spontaneous and just fall in your lap. And you just got to be there to know how to kind of mold it. Now, I played that video again. We're not going to get into that because we already touched on that in the last video. I actually just played it because I just love the look on her face at the beginning of this fucking thing. I got to go back. I'm sorry. We're not going to watch it 3 times like before, but just the beginning. Just frumpy, sad Shanny. Now, keep in mind, this is like after what? How many days of meltdown and crying? Sad Shanny. Just for a minute. Just for a moment, folks. Indulge me. There we go. Oh, here it comes. Poor me. Anyways, I digress. Again, I'm sorry. So let's get to the point. Last night, a thing happened, and I have to say, first of all, thank you, Revelation News. Because here's what I was getting to, folks. Sometimes you just got to let, stupid does as stupid is. And sometimes you just sit back and let the stupid eat itself. So last night, a thing happened. Again, sorry for the traffic outside. Now, if you haven't been following it all, check out Black Guy TV because he and G-Man have been having a go back and forth. I've been watching just from the sidelines. I don't want to get into that. You don't rub another man's rhubarb. You don't milk another man's fucking teeth. So we're going to fucking, go over and check that out. But G-Man, because he's so not mad or cares about any of this, of course, he was making, his usual rant live stream. And he was challenging Black Guy TV to go in. I don't know why Black TV, or sorry, what am I even talking about? Black Guy TV, sorry, would even want to waste his time going in, really, other than just to pull some tits, right? But I mean, I'm sure he was probably busy, living life and doing something other than hanging out on the internet all the time. But during this live spectacle, G-Man done slipped up. G-Man done goofed. And he got flagged last night, folks. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to listen to G-Man's version that he's already put out there. And I'm telling you, the minute he got the email from YouTube, he yanked that motherfucking video. Now, some people are saying it's on private. That's fine. We're going to get into that. I'm just dragging this I'm trolling you fucking guys. We're going to get to it right now. Let's get to G-Man's version of the story. Because I think this is going to be important because he's flat out lying.
So just a quick video here real quick. Welcome to GTV. As you all know, I called out Black Guy TV in my Google Hangout, and some atheists came in there and they performed very poorly, talking about slavery. So that they don't have to worry about being embarrassed about this topic, they false flagged my YouTube channel.
All right, so a couple things there. Now he starts out with a truth, kind of a half truth. He did have a live stream, and some atheists did come in, and they debated slavery. Now, of course, he thinks he thinks he pwned them so bad they were so embarrassed that they quote false flagged his video. Now, it's interesting. Here's another thing they all have in common, right? It's always false. It's always false reports to CPS. It's false flagging, right? But here's the thing. If it was a false flag, why would you pull the video, G-Man? We're going to get into why, and I'll explain here in a second.
So, like I said, with that being said, all they're doing is hurting themselves at this particular point. I will take the Hangout down. I will edit it, and then I will bring it back up again. And I'll still get the same viewership. That's the funny thing about it.
Well, wait a minute. I thought he was false flagged because the atheist got pwned. See, he's trying to spin it to say, well, all I have to do is this, and you guys don't win because your goal was to take down this video because I made you all look so bad, right? That you know.
Enough people saw it to know that the atheist community are pathetic when it comes to these debates. GTV.
All right. So, what actually happened? What actually happened last night? Like I said, I owe a big thank you actually to Revelation News. You see, I wanted to show that first video because for the most part, I don't really fuck with Shani and Rev, right? Again, that's someone else's cow. They got other stuff going. I poke some fun at them here and there. But for the most part, I really don't care, right? And the only time they've ever really given a fuck about me is to use me as leverage to get Von Helton all wound up. But recently, because for whatever reason, they want to get into a short line of people that want to hold Von Helton's balls while he shits all over the internet. Why, I have no idea. They have decided again to use me as leverage to try to get on in his good graces. Right now, I don't care if people criticize me, and it's not really even a big deal if they, they're attacking the channel, through their videos or saying, things like that. So what happened last night? So during G-Man's hangout, he had mentioned to Von Helton several times that Revelation News, or at least a few times to be fair, that Revelation News was communicating through G-Man to Von Helton that he wanted to bury the hatchet and, work things out. And Von Helton was kind of like dismissive of it. He wasn't really ready. Though Von Helton has said he will take a handout. He will still take money from them. So then Revelation News decided to curry Von's favor. And here we go. This is stupid is as stupid does. This just is a cavalcade of stupid, I'm going to say it's retarded. It's just retardedness how these people are. So Revelation News posts a comment in the chat that what I did to Von was absolutely disgusting, but he doesn't say secular opinion. He uses my real first and last name. Now here, folks, my docs have been out for quite a while. And in fact, before I was even quote unquote doxed, there were people who knew who I actually was. I have nothing to hide. I mean, if you want to dig through my family, if you want to look at my life, you're going to be really disappointed because it's relatively uneventful and boring, right? There's no major skeletons in my closet that I'm scared of any of these people finding or anything they can really do to me, but that's not the point. Revelation News doesn't fucking know me. Revelation News is not my pal. He's not my buddy. And the reason he did that was to curry Von Helton's favor. It's not even that they're mad at me or trying to get at me. He doesn't even know I'm there watching. I was at work listening and I happened to look up. And what caught my attention is that the ignoramus that is G-Man features the comment on his live stream with my full legal first and last name. Now, folks, if you don't know my name, it's not John Smith. It's not, some name that you're going to do a Google search and God knows who it is. I have a pretty damn unique name. In fact, I'm willing to bet I am the only person in the world that has my fucking name, my full legal name. So there was no, question of who they were talking about, of course. But to be so stupid as to feature that comment doxing someone on your live stream, which is a direct violation of YouTube's privacy terms of services. That is a valid flag. Now, you're going to hear someone like Von Helton try to argue, no, his name has been out in the public domain for over a year. No, that's not how it works. First of all, you put my name out into the public domain, right? I do not have my legal full name attached to anything that has to do with secular opinion. Again, I don't care if people know who I am. I have nothing to hide. Now, if I had a YouTube account that was going by John Smith or whatever my legal name was, that's a different scenario. But you cannot use someone's full legal name without their consent like that. That was doxing. Shanny doxes, Rev doxes, Von Helton doxes, and G-Man doxes. So I flagged G-Man's stream last night with a privacy complaint. And as the young folks say, I got receipts I'm going to share with you. And G-Man would have got this email. He knows. That's why he's pulling the video to edit it, and I'll explain why right now. We're going to pause this. I'm not here. I'll full screen it. I know. I apologize. It's kind of hard to read. But basically, this is an email that YouTube had sent me. It says, "Hi, Ernie. This email confirms that we have received your privacy complaint for the following content." And that is a link to G-Man's channel. Now, this doesn't give him a strike right away, and this is why he's doing what he's doing. To provide the uploader an opportunity to remove or edit their video, we have notified the uploader of the potential violation. Your privacy is respected during this process. At no point will your identity or contact information be released to the uploader without your consent. YouTube provides the uploader 48 hours to take action on the complaint. If the uploader removes the video during these 48 hours, the complaint filed will be closed. If the potential privacy violation remains on the site after 48 hours, the complaint will get queued for review by the YouTube team. It goes on about a high volume of, complaints and priorities and all that stuff. I apologize for my bad reading. I'm blind and it's across the room on my TV. So here's the thing. If this was a false flag, because G-Man in his last stream that he just did, where he was crying and sucking his thumb, a couple interesting things got brought up. One of the things, he mentioned my name, secular opinion, which he never does, never ever does. And he's known who I am for quite a while. So why out of the blue, during a rant about Dragnaut and everything going on and being flagged, would he say my YouTube name and mention in that group of people that false flagged his channel because we're all so embarrassed because he made just an outstanding argument last night for slavery? Also, if he was so confident that he didn't violate any terms of service and he wasn't in the wrong, this clearly states that he has 48 hours to make his decision. This clearly states that even after 48 hours, it will be reviewed and it may take a while. If he really thought he had a case, why would he pull the video? Why wouldn't he say, there's nothing wrong in this video, it's a false complaint and they're giving me 48 hours to think about it? If I was G-Man, which thankfully I'm not, I would stand my ground and say, fuck it, the video stays up. There's nothing wrong with the video. They'll review it and see it's a false flag. And hopefully the people that filed it get in trouble, which, YouTube doesn't really do anything anyways. But I'm saying that's how they're going to think in that situation, if he was in the right. But what did he do? I'm telling you, in less than half hour, 20 minutes, excuse me, pardon me, from me getting this email, he put that video on private or pulled it and is now talking about, if I go back and look at it and there's something I did wrong. And he even said it in his last stream. Sorry, folks. That he recognized that it was the complaint was a violation of privacy. In short, he knows damn well what he did wrong. He pulled the video and is editing out the part, which is fine. I don't care. I mean, as absolutely moronic and soft-skulled that his conspiracy theory, which is another thing they all share, and that's important, folks, because it's this mindset of us against them, these like grandiose delusions of like the world against them, right? This again, this us versus them. But what they share in common is that they're liars. And I know, newsflash, what? They're liars? But this is just blatant. He knows better, or he wouldn't have pulled the fucking video. G-Man, you betray, your actions betray you. But again, the real hero, the MVP of this story is Revelation News. Because Revelation News gave me a legitimate reason to flag G-Man. And it was all because of their own stupidity. Think about it. If we give this conspiracy theory just a little bit, let's just give it a little bit. Let's do a bit of a thought experiment here. If the reason that I flagged this video was because I was so embarrassed about how these atheists were arguing slavery, why would I false flag it with something that gives him the choice whether to remove it or not? And that if it was reviewed, it would obviously not be in violation of anybody's privacy, which would completely defeat the purpose of removing the video because we're all so embarrassed. Here's the thing. Edit it out, put it back up. I don't care about your video. The reason I care is because G-Man, like Rev, I'm not your buddy. I'm not your pal. And I'm going to tell every fucking mother one. I said it last time. The fucking enablers, I'm at the end of my rope with these fuckers. And I'm going to squeeze their nuts. Just give me a fucking excuse. G-Man, Rev, Shanny, my name drops out of your fucking mouth again. See, in the old school where I come from, when you dox people and start using their real fucking names, that's a declaration. So consider last night a warning shot. Because if my name drops out of your fucking rotten tooth, fucking rotten melon of a head again, like that, and it's actually a shame to watch you almost willingly want to destroy any bit of a YouTube fucking presence that you have just to try to get leverage with a shitbag like Von Helden. I mean, it fucking blows my fucking mind. It blows my mind, man, what these people will do. So what do they have in common? They're liars. They're paranoid. They're neurotic. They have no fucking life. But again, I want to thank Rev. And by the way, folks, I've been thinking about this. There's got to be a way we can do it. I think of this Thursday night, we have to announce the launch of some kind of GoFundMe or something. It's going to be the Rev Chicken Ranch Fund. We got to get something. I got to come up with a clever name. We got to get that guy. Listen, I'm going to extend something. This is funny. All these guys talk about Christians and atheists. And it's funny because G-Man can talk about forgiveness when it comes to like a fellow Christian that he happens to like, benefit from either views or clout or actual literal dollars. But he can't love his enemies. He can't just let bygones be bygones. He can't just like say, you know what, Drag, I don't agree with this shit, but I'm just sick of it. I'm a Christian. I forgive you. It's funny because these same people said atheists never forgive people. You'll never find an atheist who can forgive people. Rev, I forgive you. Because even though I do think you've got some bad qualities and you're a douchebag, and like I said, if my name never drops out of your fucking mouth again, anyways, we don't need to go there. This is about forgiveness. Hurting hearts need some healing, folks. So let's make it happen. Baptized in Fire. I know you're in. You're going to be my fucking lead man on this. We're going to get Rev a taste of strange pussy. That guy has got to sample what is out there in the world. All he knows is a rubber torso, folks. Personally, I would have stayed with the rubber torso. I would stay with a fucking field post. But Shani lured him in, sucked him into her orbit. Someone was saying earlier in the comments, they swear that they seen him blink SOS in the last video. And that's Rev. Do it again. I missed it. If you want out of there, just blink SOS. We're working on it. I haven't got all the details. I haven't crunched the numbers. We're going to kidnap Rev. We're going to take him to a chicken ranch. We're going to show him what sex actually is like. The Great Escape Fund. I like it. I'm working on it. I got to work chickens into it somehow. Because the guy doesn't know what sex actually is. I mean, I think a lot of people really ragged on Rev when those porn videos come out. And to be fair, I think anybody with two eyes, I say this all the time, with two eyes and a working brain cell could see that he didn't want to do it. He couldn't even get a hard on, which I couldn't either in that situation, both because of the camera and the subject matter. But that's besides the point. I mean, look what he's working with. The guy has never actually had sex. And this is not a knock on Rev. I seriously refuse to believe that he's actually penetrated any kind of serious vagina that would count as not being a virgin. Oh, they're coming to get me. Is that Von Helton on a hook? Fuck, I think he just airdropped on the neighbors. He's got the wrong house. I'm going to have to shut this down soon, folks. They're moving in on me. But no, I really believe Rev's got to get out of there. I mean, fucking, you know what I mean? We got to get Rev out. Save Rev, the Great Escape. I'll think of it. It'll come to me. I'll wake up. It'll hit me like a crystal bullet. Folks, we got to make this happen. Run, Rev, run. Hashtag. God damn it. But anyways, the whole point of this was really, I just want to clear the air because the lies are already coming out. It was not flagged by, quote, the atheists because they were so embarrassed of their debate performance with fucking G-Man. It was a legitimate flag because the motherfuckers tried to dox me but didn't know I was looking. The rule of the story is, folks, never get caught with your pants down. Tomorrow night, Tuesday, 8 p.m. As far as I know, it's still a go. We got the Frost back for round 2. They're going to address some more of your questions, some more of your concerns. I also heard there's a special guest who wants to drop in tomorrow night. Can't confirm or deny all the details. Oh, by the way, did you guys see Von Helton's new video yet that he put on Facebook? Where I'm going to review it with the Frost tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And I do apologize if I'm stepping on anyone's toes. I usually try not to stream at those times. Excuse me. And I really don't know how long we're going to go because we already did 3 hours the other night. It's just the time that works for them. That's totally why I'm doing it. If it was up to me, it would be later. I'm a night owl. But tomorrow night, we are going to review a video. Von Helton woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Not just G-Man. Apparently, his lawyer has officially ditched him. He's not too happy. And he made a lot of threats against the Frost in this video. So we're going to have fun watching that with the Frost tomorrow night, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Hashtag Rev's Justice. I don't know. We got to think of something, folks. We got to think of something. But anyways, I think we've cleared that up. I think I made it abundantly clear what actually happened last night. Like I said, consider it a warning shot. That's all I got to say for now. Thanks for watching, guys.